So you're shopping for an Ibogaine facility, all right? Awesome. And good job. Congratulations on, finding out what's right for you and doing your homework. I'm going to assume in this video that most people are clicking on it because they've done a lot of research already. And I want to tell you first off that I'm someone who has worked in the Ibogaine field as a referral agent, along with working side by side with the top number one, I mean, absolutely the best doctor in the Ibogaine game in Mexico. His name is Dr. Paul Casillas, and the most empathetic dude you're ever going to meet, and he's always available down there to talk to you. Uh, I'm just going to preempt this video by just name dropping Paul because of the work he's done and the hundreds and hundreds of qualified people that I've brought down there personally to be seen by Paul over at Experience Ibogaine. You can see all their good work online. My experience just telling people, hey man, on how to shop and the right direction to go when you're looking for Ibogaine places. You'll probably assume already that I'm biased. I am biased. You're absolutely correct, sir. But I am also going to go ahead and tell you the other alternatives to using our facility and just a general good tool of use when looking for Ibogaine places. Again, I'm Joe. Nice to meet you. Sorry, I like to introduce myself. The concept of Ibogaine and the conversation around Ibogaine you're going to get is going to be different from place to place. You're going to run into different egos over the phone, completely different egos over the phone. That is for a pretty good reason, I believe. It's because Ibogaine touches people, every person, differently because of their own personal experience with Ibogaine. And they've also treated different patients and clients than, say, I have through our clinic. I have, when I say I have, I facilitate the treatment of hundreds and hundreds of people so far, and that's awesome. Okay, but when you search for Ibogaine clinics, be sure that they're going to be treating you medically. That means that there's a qualified medical staff there, a doctor that deals with has been doing Ibogaine for quite some time and has a lot of good data to back it up. With Fortunately with the group that I worked with and do work with still is that they have the top doctor and all of Ibogaine being used in the Ibogaine world being used. People probably hashtag in the comments CEO of Ibogaine. That's funny. I just thought of that, but no, I'm not the CEO of Ibogaine. But anyway, so Paul Casillas, awesome, awesome. Can't say enough about what happens when you work with him and the dynamic of working with that guy. So you're just blessed if you get to do your journey, do it through Paul. That's all I got to say. Now, regardless of where you're going to go, in the end, you're going to start online with questions, and the right questions are: is it safe? Is it adherent to all the protocols of the Ibogaine Alliance? If you go to ibogainalliance.org, you'll see information about that there is like basically an overseer, if you will, a regulating industry really of the Ibogaine industry through the ibogainalliance.org. So that's where you can do your checking and say, okay, are they compliant with all these protocols? There's a lot of shit you got to look out for with Ibogaine because you're messing with somebody's head. You're changing their brain. There is a real thing that happens, that people can't see, so they have to read the details, right? And go based off of the available science and things like that. Our facility, the place that I love to refer the most, and will always refer the most, clients to, is down in Ensenada or Rosarito, Mexico. Sorry, Rosarito. You start off by meeting them at, say, like the Rosarito Beach Hotel is a really good location where you'd meet somebody, or the McDonald's or Target, any location that is a good Easy place to find on Google Maps. That's where you'll meet them if you're coming all the way down to Rosarito and dropping off your client or patient. Oftentimes, family members come together, father, daughter, mother, father, daughter. I see a lot of father, daughter. That's dad, you do it, right? So I deal with that constantly. And I don't want to say it's always the same story because it's not. Each story is unique in and of to itself, and that's the beautiful thing about Ibogaine is it will uniquely enhance for the better the life of that person that does the Ibogaine. And thank goodness, obviously, that Ibogaine is known to stop the withdrawals, symptoms of heroin, fentanyl, opioids, opiates, all over the counter, short-acting opiates. Done. Your withdrawals are done. In 12 hours, you've gone through a major overhaul of the neurons in your brain that control those sensors that control the dope, the dope sickness and all those things, and you're ready for a serious opportunity to walk away from those addictive behaviors and that pattern, an itch and that pain and that angst. You're going to be ready to give everything you've got into your sobriety because of the pause being gone. That is the launching pad. That is what these addicts need when they're coming through with heroin problems. Now, Ibogaine works with alcoholics. It works with meth heads. It works with cocaine addicts. It definitely works for tobacco. It doesn't have the same efficacy at all for people that are on the uppers, like the Adderall and cocaine and all that. No, just no. Meth, no, not as much. You still relapse, oftentimes. Some people go from the clinic out into the world and relapse right away, and that is sad because they've still had the opportunity to feel what Ibogaine makes you feel, and it still does amazing things to reboot your brain, but to still have the need and desire to use methamphetamines or other uppers, Adderall, cocaine, in those areas, Ibogaine is less effective long term. It does help many. For some reason, you've got those though that still can't hold on and go right back to it. And so the difference being is that you look for percentage of efficacy, and I would say the greater percentage of people on the scale of cocaine and meth and Adderall users, the greater percentage don't succeed with Ibogaine than do succeed with Ibogaine. But if you have the money and you need a chance at something, go to Ibogaine for the percentage opportunity and the real value of what it does as a psychedelic. It'll definitely give you amazing, interesting new conversation to go over in your brain that looks at your past and things like that. And that's an opportunity that you don't get walking around in the normal world. You're not going to become a crackpot. It's a plant medicine, so it'll go right through you. You'll be fine later on, but it'll be an opportunity to have something profound happen. And for that, I say do it. This has been fun talking to you guys. I think I'll end on that. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you'd like. I can go over a lot more details. Go ahead and leave comments about what it is that you have questions about. No, I'm sorry if I ramble too much. I'm new at this, but I want to inform you. All right, bye.